Ever thought about, like, what'd you do if you needed, like, a ton of extra cash?
Oh, yeah, totally. I feel like everyone has a side hustle these days.
Right. Like, everyone and their dog is like, oh, I'm a freelance graphic designer now, or I'm teaching underwater basket weaving.
Underwater basket weaving, huh? There's a market for everything, I guess.
Exactly. But this is a weird one, right? Teachers, like actual classroom teachers joining OnlyFans. It's wild.
Yeah, that's definitely got people talking. It's like this whole collision of like our expectations of teachers and then, well, OnlyFans.
That's what we're diving into today. Like, what leads someone there? We've got this conversation snippet, someone online, they were saying it's money, right? Like, obviously. But also this, like, exploration thing.
Yeah, those are the two biggies everyone points to. And to be fair, the financial side of being a teacher is
Okay.
it's rough.
Okay, so how bad IS it, really? Like, we hear about low pay, budget cuts, but paint us a picture.
It's bad enough that second jobs are basically the norm, sometimes even third jobs. Can you imagine trying to balance grading papers and lesson planning with like driving Uber at night?
Ugh. And then having the energy to even, like, be on for the classroom.
Exactly. And that's where that second part of the conversation comes in, right? The whole
Mhm.
exploring a different side thing. Teachers are expected to be these like pristine role models.
Which, okay, yeah, kids need good influences, but also teachers are people.
Exactly. And people have desires, they have different sides to them. So OnlyFans really throws a wrench in that whole image, doesn't it? It makes people question what's considered professional, what's appropriate for someone in that kind of role.
Yeah, it's like, is it ever okay? Or is it always conflict of interest?
Right? It raises all these questions about boundaries, professionalism in the digital age, the whole thing.
And, like, the thing that really gets me, right, is it's not just needing cash or even, like, rebelling against those expectations. There are tons of side hustles. WI this one.
Right. And that's where things get even more interesting. Like, think about it. The gig economy is huge, right?
Yeah.
People want flexibility. They want the potential to make serious banks.
Which OnlyFans kind of promises in a way most side hustles don't.
Exactly. And then you add in like this whole wave of body positivity, right?
Yeah.
Owning your sexuality, especially for women who are, let's face it, often told to fit into a very specific mold, it can be really empowering.
Plus, I mean, we can't forget the whole fame thing. Like, becoming an influencer, maybe even making it big, that's got to be tempting.
To some people, yeah. The potential for online fame, the financial independence, being your own boss, that's a huge draw for a lot of folks, not just teachers either.
So it's like this storm of factors: low pay, changing social norms, the allure of the side hustle. But
Yeah.
then it gets really complex, right? We're not talking about like selling handmade soap on Etsy. This is teachers. Their personal life is suddenly public.
Yeah, this is uncharted territory, both ethically and professionally.
Mhm.
There's really no rule book for this kind of thing.
And the consequences are huge EE, right? I mean, imagine your reputation, your job, all on the line.
Absolutely. It's a minefield. You hear stories where
Right.
teachers losing their jobs, facing disciplinary action, legal trouble even, depending on where they live and what the school's policies are.
And it's like, where's the line? What's okay, what isn't? And who gets to decide?
Right. And that's where it gets really, really tricky. Because it's easy to judge, right? But at the end of the day, there's a real human being behind each of these stories with their own reasons, their own struggles, their own life.
And it just gets more and more complicated as like our online lives and our real lives get more intertwined.
Exactly. It's like trying to solve a puzzle where the pieces keep changing shape.
Which is, I think, the big takeaway here, right? This isn't just about teachers on OnlyFans. It's about all of us. Like, how do we navigate this new world where what we do online can have such a huge impact on our offline lives?
It's something we're all figuring out as we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are no easy answers here.
Nope, definitely not. And it's a conversation that's just going to keep going. So what do you think? Where's the line? How do we balance it all? That's something to think about.